Okay, it's recording. Sitting here with Mr. Tom Prohaska is about February 2012. A few months back we had a closing of
my mother's house in Lauderhill, and Ronnie took care of it. My mother unfortunately had gotten into a little bit of a financial mess and was way upside down on her house, and there was just no way on Social Security her and her husband could manage to take care of that debt because of their advancing age and health. I moved them to Texas, and Ronnie was kind enough to really work out a deal with the mortgage company and bought it on a short sale, and my mother basically walked away with nothing to have to worry about. I mean, it was great.
Have you ever met Ronnie before?
No, never met him. Just dealt with him on the phone.
You never met? Never saw the guy?
No.
How was the process?
It was great, and I'll be honest, initially my wife and I were skeptical because we see this name and we go, oh, this can't be legit. But we did some checking, and Ronnie turned out to be very legitimate, and it was great to work with. His staff was wonderful, and I couldn't have asked him. But I wish it happened a little quicker, but that wasn't Ronnie's fault. That was the mortgage company's problem, and they gave us a runaround quite a few times and tried to backdoor Ronnie a couple times with me, but fortunately, he had enough experience and his staff enough experience to kind of guide me in what to do, and we got through that finally.
Do you remember how much was owed to the bank?
Oh, it was a primary and a secondary. It was like roughly $280,000.
And they walked away owing how much?
I think. Well, they walked away. I think it was sold for 68, something like that in that range. So.
Your mom, how much did she owe the bank? How much did she come up with?
280 thousand.
No, at closing.
Oh, nothing.
Out of pocket.
Oh, nothing. Zero.
And the whole experience, did you have to pay for anything?
Nope.
Whatsoever?
Not a penny.
Did she get any money at closing?
Nope.
The process from A to Z, the attorneys, closing, negotiating with the bank, taking care of the property, I remember.
Yep. The only issue I had was with the city of Lauderhill on the water bill, and I was able to work that out. I wound up paying it out of our funds, but I can understand the city's point of view, and we wanted the closing to go with no hitch, and we didn't want the city to hold it up, so we worked that out with the water bill, but that was it.
So out of pocket to process the request from A to Z, how much did they spend?
My mother, out of her money, nothing.
Zero.
Zero.
Absolutely.
I took care of her water bill because I didn't have enough funds with her cash to be able to do that, so I just took care of that.
And how would you rate the experience with Ronnie from 1 to 10?
On a 12. It really was. It was great. And that's why I've been here. This happened months ago. In fact, we started this process a year ago, more than a year ago.
Yes.
It was last January. And this is the first time I happened to be in Florida. My wife said, you need to go down and meet Ronnie because of everything he did for your mom and getting him out of this house and that. So
you went through the whole process, never meeting the guy?
No.
Phone calls, faxes, that's it. Got done? Satisfied?
Oh, absolutely.
How are your parents doing today, by the way?
They're doing okay. You know, I mean, they're up in the years, and my mother had to have a pacemaker installed, but they're adjusting. They seem to like where they're living now, and I think now that she doesn't have all these financial obligations, I'm handling everything now. She's a lot more relieved. You
understand that we do these testimonials, so other people that are a bit skeptical in the beginning don't know that they have other options of getting away from such a huge amount of debt.
Sure.
And that the lender is willing to work with you, and there are options available rather than just sitting there and waiting for the bank to foreclose. So sometimes the testimonials help encourage others see that there's light at the end of the tunnel when they're facing huge hardships.
Sure.
It's an amazing ordeal where somebody that you've never met went through the whole process, A to Z, and you're a few months after the fact, surprising everyone.
Yeah, so, I'm still in amazement, but it was great. It really was, and I can't thank Ronnie enough.
I can tell you that Ronnie was happy to deal with you. Me, as one of the staff members that worked on the transaction, it was a delight working with you guys. You know, we're satisfied with the results. Hoping that we can help other families as well, and provide you and your family a fresh start with getting the burden off the shoulders. But it was a huge pleasure working with you guys, and hopefully we'll get to sit and have lunch sometime.
Oh, good.
Thank you so much, Mr. Prohaska.
Thank you.